All right, here's my challenge. In 5 minutes or less, to explain everything you need to know to be able to appreciate a high-level match at the World Cup that's coming up or other matches this year, because it can look like a mess. You've got 22 guys on the field running around, the ball's moving at high speed. Try to help you make it make sense. So the first thing you need to understand about soccer is the offside rule. Okay, here's why. Because it determines how teams set up defensively and therefore how teams attack. Here's what it basically means. I'm going to turn this sideways. So if Red's got the ball going to the left, if this player has the ball and he's trying to play his striker here, if this guy is camped out here, he cannot play it. Okay, the basic rule is that the receiving player has to be at least even with the second defender at the time the ball is played, and you include the goalkeeper, okay? So here, he's on sides when this player plays the ball. If he's even a smidge past him, he's offsides at the moment he strikes the ball. So yes, even is on, smidge off, offside, no goal if he passes it and he scores, okay? Couple caveats with that. If we back him up here, he cannot be offsides on his own half. Also, he cannot be offsides if this player breaks away and then he slides it back. You cannot be offside behind the ball, okay? So you can't be offside in your half. You can't be offside on a cutback. But what the offside rule means is that teams are going to play a defensive line, all right? And I've got yellow set up here in a four-back with a pretty high defensive line, what we would call a mid-block for yellow. I'm going to put red in a three-back system that's going to become a back five in defending, so kind of turn into a 5-2-1-2 here for red in defending. And we're going to say that yellow is Brazil. They're really good at moving the ball around, okay? So in this situation, red knows that yellow, Brazil, is better, and they're not going to be able to have the ball. Brazil's going to have the ball 75% of the time in the game, okay? So soccer is a game of space. So the attacking team wants maximum space across the field, maximum width. They want to be able to find gaps to play through. The team that's not as good in possessing the ball and moving the ball will want to shrink the space that they can defend in. So instead of playing a mid-block where you're setting your line high, you're going to play a low block and drop back near the top of your box. You're going to congest the heck out of the area in front of your goal and force them to be really precise in finding pockets or getting around your back line and serving a great cross in, okay? So we're going to put everybody on red deep in their half, create a low block. Yellow's going to have to come up and get numbers forward and try to be creative and unlock this. The trade-off for red is that by bringing yellow up, they have now opened up space to counterattack. So the goal for yellow here, let's say Brazil, your good possessing team that's going to have the ball, they're going to try to unlock this low block here by finding tight pockets, tight windows, try to unlock this. If they can't do it, they're going to be guilty of what's called possession without purpose. In other words, knocking the ball around, moving it well, but unable to find the final pass and the goal. Red is going to bunker and counter. They're going to defend and counter. They're looking for a turnover, a quick transition, maybe spring somebody, play him, get a couple guys in and score, or create draw a foul, get a corner kick, a dangerous set piece it's called. And red, the counterattacking team, is going to try to win the game 1-0. Basically, is their script against a better team. So what you're looking for is how deep the teams are dropping, how deep they're setting their line. Now, the better team, the corollary to possession is pressing. So even, let's say, if yellow turns the ball over to red back here, you should see the yellow team really squeeze up aggressively onto red's men to try to prevent them from getting out, okay? You want to deny service, deny them getting out. So it's a game of possession and pressing versus bunkering and countering. So that's what you're looking for. Look for how high or low teams set their line, and then you'll determine, okay, is this team wanting to be the possession pressing team, or is this team wanting to be the defending, bunkering, countering team? And that will give you an idea of what's going on. Hope that's helpful.